my god! Sorry, I had a peek at the
let's
song
hop over.
list for the
Let's
next
hop over.
game.
Yeah, we should talk about these. There are so many doubles in this. And
My
we have
god.
SD1212 versus MUFASTA.
Okay, I'm gonna be frank. Telling Fortune Flower probably the easiest one of this.
Yeah.
Or Telling Fortune, is that 23?
23, yeah. Telling
Okay,
Fortune 23.
I would no
That is
Heart Rabbit Coaster. So
S23.
the easiest difficulty, although 22s and 24s could have popped out, we ended up only getting 23s, 24s. And not only any regular 24, we got Robot Battle of all of them. One of the hardest to score. And I can provide you guys with some insight. I want to quickly give a shout out to a friend, Dr. Murloc from the DMV, actually creating a function on his website to be able to analyze all the official scores in the top 500 leaderboard in order to see which charts are the hardest to score. And if memory serves, or not even memory generally, yeah, Robot Battle being one of the harder ones to score for the top 100 players in the world who have it cleared.
Yeah, scoring in a tournament setting is going to be very rough. But looking
especially
at these,
this early, like, think about it. Mufasa's already played one, but Adam is coming in cold.
Yeah,
I'm going to assume he's going to ban it.
Yeah, I'm curious how the players feel about Telling Fortune Flower, knowing that it's kind of the easier of the pool. Will they want to play it first, or they want to just get rid of it because they feel like it'll come to 2 down of a dice roll?
MUFASTA banning the only singles chart in the entire pool.
They didn't want...
And then, yeah, Adam coming in cold, trying to get rid of that Robot Battle.
Yeah.
It's not exactly something that you want to come in warming up with.
Yeah, it's still kind of early to be exerting yourself all out unless you want to kind of have an exhibition match twisting stuff like myself. Yeah, we're going to see some really exciting matches. Yeah, so far everybody is still in. You know, we've had matches where players have been sent to losers bracket, but there's still a lot of fun matches ahead. We're very excited to see them. Players are deciding if they want to reroll charts. We did see a reroll, and we got Super Capriccio D23.
Oh, wow. We rerolled Repentance.
Yes. Yes. Repentance is gone.
So
Super
the first
Capriccio was
reroll of the day by MUFASTA, I believe. Adam now getting ready to choose whether or not he wants to reroll one of these charts.
I believe the Chives match also had a reroll. I wasn't sure if it was MUFASTA or Chives, but I believe there was a reroll there as well. But yeah, we're determining the order. We're going to see what we're playing first.
All right, so
yeah,
SD1212 actually opting not to do a reroll. Both players will be starting with Hellfire and then Telling Fortune Flower. Only doubles and 23s. And based off of the sequence here, you can see it definitely goes from hardest to easiest of the 23s.
Well, I mean, Telling Fortune, I would put easier than Super Capriccio, but that's kind of what's your skill set?
It's a little bit of our preference,
well,
but it's just to say that those lean towards the easier side of the 23s folder overall, especially with Hellfire's crazy bracket ending. You guys have seen the singles chart. Now wait for that to get translated into a doubles format. Exactly. Yeah. But just with how much more space you have from 5 to 10 buttons, it's going to force you to move all the way around. Adam's first appearance in this tournament. We finally get a glimpse of his profile. Wait, Adam, don't you have Expert 6 now?
It's going to show a different title today.
No, the title he deserves is Co-op Legend. Almost having every single chart SSS+. I'm trying to help contribute to that, and I don't think I have because I'm not as good as him.
Absolutely incredible players.
Yeah. SD1212, one of the players coming in from British Columbia. We can also expect to see the same from another player named 4199, the one you love.
B4199?
B4199. If anything, people don't know him by name. People know him by the copy pastas. People know him by paragraph.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, be sure to look for your favorite copy pasta.
Mind the distortions. We have a little bit of excitement back here in the commentator cab.
Oh, did they hear that?
A little bit of shuffling.
No, it's fine. No, I just I slipped. So it's really interesting that Adam actually said his weakest skill to run. Something that I wanted to say about Adam's skill is that you looking at his form, it's very much not what you would expect from someone with quote-unquote perfect form, i.e. someone who's really good at managing toes and heels, only aiming for the sensors, and really trying to keep that minimal footwork. But something you'll see with the way that Adam plays is that sorry for my voice getting a little bit off there, but
yeah, it's been
something that you'll notice with Adam actually, you'll see his feet come up really high Oh, what's a what's a tournament without J Kim having a voice crack every 3 seconds? Yeah, but something you'll notice with Adam's footwork is actually he's really committed to hitting everything borderline with like the center of the buttons. But he hits all perfects, and he's somehow able to manage the stamina to keep playing. And hopefully that's something we'll be able to see in this player cam. Although he's playing the S17, it'll be good for him to focus on timing and pacing. Because the climax of the S17 has a lot of anchors that really demand you to really keep up with the beat and know when to anchor. Also, another thing about Adam, he reads really slow. A little bit of insight onto the player. I believe it's because he's been playing DDR for so long that he's gotten used to just reading slow. Peak XX Expert 3 and Peak Phoenix Expert 6, which is a lot of rating for double 24. And apparently it was like, what, 27 or so to be able to get that title.
Too many.
We've already seen MUFASTA play earlier today. Really comfortable with the singles patterns.
I'm excited for this set.
Yeah. Adam, as you can see in the player cam, actually keeping his feet a little bit wider than typical.
I wonder if he can play UCSs for warm-up.
He was going to do mine, actually. My boom UCS. He really liked it. See if MUFASTA decides to turn this insane 20 section. Nice footwork with being able to twist it.
Good warm-up.
You're not going to be able to see it right now in the warm-up cam, but a lot of pro twist players, when they do these insane twists, they don't actually fully twist their body, but their toes are pointed forward still. Something that separates the beginners from the actual...
absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
on the
perfect gamer right here. Oh, sorry, not the perfect gamer. The huge fan of Doki right here. Hopefully we get to see his title in the tournament sometime.
I hope he swipes. One annoying thing, when having the cabin event mode, I set my AV to 888. Yesterday I have to set it every time now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Wow. Yo.
All right, we're going to be hopping into Hellfire, the D23 equivalent.
Yeah, the lower seed actually playing first this time. Last round, I believe you played first,
No,
right?
I made Jesse play.
Okay.
Which is why he was looking at Book right before starting.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I noticed how he was on his phone right before he stepped onto the pad.
No, he was just changing his shoes and, checking out his phone.
As he does. Jesse needing to lace every individual lace on his shoe in order to keep that secure.
Yeah.
He's always got a new lace to tie every single time he has to play.
And super
See him kneeling
efficient.
down ahead. Oh, we got the classic put your towel over the bar technique. Shoutouts to, I believe it's the Mosaic shop. Mosaic paw prints design of the Phoenix arrows on the towel. Trying to support my other artists out here.
Best of luck to MUFASTA starting up on Hellfire D23.
So we've already seen the S22 in tournament. This is very, very similar, if not one for one, what we...
Got a miss. It's only brief. It wasn't an entire hold, but perhaps a tap or something didn't connect.
But for Phoenix scoring in conjunction with like the nature of this chart, I think it's fine for him to eat one miss as long as he's very aware of it. And later down the line with the bracket section where it becomes really random whether or not you actually are able to hit it.
Yes, yeah. And it's just twisty where it can be easy to eat up a lot of great chains or just random pad misses. He finds the timing for the drills.
Nice.
Wow.
Hopefully both.
Excellent
Oh,
twist.
nice job getting the anchors on the half.
Yes.
As you can, or I guess you can't see, but Adam is kind of playing, ghosting the chart on the SMX cab.
Getting a feel for the rhythm with his heels.
Yeah, those half turns are actually, they look easy because you know what to do, but executing it is actually really, the
It's a
body
lot more
movement.
hip twisting than it appears. Yeah.
Right, the body movement is equivalent to that of an actual staircase, actually. So don't be underestimated by that pattern.
But MUFASTA's finding it. He's looking very strong going into this, but when he's against an opponent like SD1212, every great, you feel that.
Right.
Every combo break on a twist, you're like, is he gonna miss there? I don't feel like he will. All you can do is play your best as he goes into this.
Getting a string of all perfects that entire beginning run.
He finds the third run as well.
Yeah, being able to read those half twists absolutely perfectly. You gotta catch this rhythm. Gallop, 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 triplet, 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 and then to the bracket sequence.
He's finding the brackets though. His foot, he has his foot in the correct general placement.
Oh no! That's tragic.
He's around 11 misses, I think, in combo.
Right. But still a triple A.
Triple A with 28 grades on such an extremely twisty and demanding chart where it's very easy to grade chain. We saw a couple of runs where it picked up a bat on a twist that just didn't connect.
Right.
But that's a very solid score for tournament play. Pass or no pass. But that bracket jump was really unfortunate because it brought the miscount up to 36 from around, I would say, 25 or so.
Right. I was going to say with Adam's style of play, wonder how he'd be able to keep up with the stamina, like his form.
Yeah.
Keep up with the stamina to be able to play the entire Hellfire chart. Although obviously he's capable, right?
Yeah.
It's just really interesting stuff to see.
The players should know that they have Telling Fortune coming up, which kind of has a lot of resting spots as well.
Right.
So I think players feel comfortable full sending these twists. I believe MUFASTA, knowing that he's going first and he has to go all out, he can afford to because he doesn't have that shorter wait time before. Well, no, Telling Fortune still doubles.
Yeah,
Never
right.
mind.
Both
Apologies.
players being used to the folder, actually, generally, and when they come out to play in these events.
Yeah, it's just a matter of they kind of know the roadmap of the entire set. It's not even a chart knowledge question. It's what kind of set do I want to put myself through today?
Basic awareness, also because
card awareness.
Telling Fortune Flower and Super Capriccio being one of the easier 23s in the entire folder.
You're a twist player. You're allowed to say that. I mean, of the total D23s, I say it's still like kind of a demanding. It is very twist heavy, kind of slow BPM, but it can be tiring in a tournament setting.
Right. But I would say still,
like,
although it is kind of somewhat, to a degree, it's opinion based. To an extent, it's like somewhat,
it's one of the
relative, relative to the other
23s.
It's rated the same as like Faster Z. You can see it looks like Adam is really. I love how much energy he puts into each step, making sure that he hits it, and you can see it really pays off, getting a consistent string of just perfects.
He's probably worried about being cold and not connecting because perhaps feeling about the pad. I haven't seen too many doubles plays of Adam this weekend, or SD1212, as he was just enjoying the atmosphere of everybody who came out.
Right. He got a little bit of a play yesterday.
You see a little bit of not connecting on some of the twists, but overall, these perfects are stacking so high.
Wow.
He has the rolling bracket tech pattern manipulation for those.
Instead of playing those stairs, trying to save energy by hitting them as rolling brackets, actually comboing through it.
That's a chart knowledge moment, I believe.
About to get into the second run here.
Gets
the general accuracy on Adam's side, I think, seems pretty good.
The staircase is getting a little bit of trouble, but still very confident. He finds the brackets. They connect a little bit nicer.
Oh, getting a string of goods there.
He hits the hold, and the final funny, very funky red bracket.
Yeah, actually being able to hit the bracket.
But I think he's happy with that score. He feels pretty confident. It's the 9-6-4.
Wow, all things considered, it was really close. Yeah.
Yeah. He picked up 48 greats. But that 12 misses, it really makes you wonder like how much of those 11 misses really came into play for this.
Yeah, I was going to mention, a lot of what's really scary about tournaments is always looking back and thinking about how you could have played something differently, because in a tournament setting, you only get one shot at this. It's not like the normal arcade sessions where you can always try to fish for a new score. Something that's really interesting about tournament play is not untraditional with typical pump sessions. One and done. You get one shot at it, and that's what's always so scary, because it just puts that much more impact into hitting everything.
And when you get a hold drop like that, how do you critique yourself at that point? You say, yes, I dropped the hold. And you could say maybe, oh, my foot didn't slide high enough, but sometimes, you know, it's just things happen in tournaments.
Yeah, there's not much else to say. You just have to keep pushing forward. And speaking of pushing forward, we're going to be moving into Telling Fortune Flower. A lot of just general foot speed checks here.
Yeah, so we're going to go into Telling Fortune Flower. This is in XX, Pump It Up XX. This was a lot of people's first or second D23.
I would say so too.
Yeah. Oh, we're kind of shocked that it didn't get downrated in favor of other
No,
ones.
because Red still had to get downrated, right? And the Miro.
Regardless, it has its moments in this card, and we're going to see.
There is a bit of a stutter gimmick. Let's see if both players are actually able to hit it. Yeah, at this speed, I'd expect them to be able to get this easy. Okay, MUFASTA conserving a little bit of energy by hitting some of these jumps as brackets instead. Now we're going to get into the chorus of the song, followed by an anchor right here. Another anchor is coming up. Good job. Overall, killer accuracy. Gonna get a couple of bracket drills here. Getting into a little bit of a hold run intermission. There's gonna be a run soon.
Ooh, he picks up his...
Wow, 2 misses, but overall, like, I only saw a blink
accuracy
of grades.
breakdown is crazy for this.
Insane amounts of perfects here. And that's really what counts.
MUFASTA knows the win condition for this is getting all the easy stuff.
Oh.
But here's the hard stuff. But that's the difficulty spike of the chart. I think it comes down to a matter of if SD1212 is warm enough to play these 200 BPM runs with twists.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see if Adam's going to commit to try to hit everything on the outer side. Obviously, he has to in this point, right?
Yeah, you see that score breakdown. It's going to be 22 grades. A 9.72 is a massive score. He knows that he can't afford to grade chain.
Right.
On any of these really twisty runs.
Yeah.
Any of the intro half.
Adam only coming out of 2 songs for warm-up. See if his legs are warm enough to be able to hit these strings of 200 BPM streams.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. And a quick update. I did the math of if those 11 greats on the hold drop didn't occur, the score would have been 959K, which was still lower than, I believe Adam had, or SD1212 had like a 963 or so.
Right.
But even then, it still was crazy close.
Still a very great showing by both players. Tusa's analysis just going to show you how close these matches really are, despite the seed differences.
Yeah, no, these the players can definitely approach higher difficulty charts if they so choose. And
yeah, for sure.
We're lucky that 22s didn't come out. I think those would have been a lot more down to like a 1 grade or 1 miss side kind of difference. They would have been nail biters for sure, but seeing players showcase stuff that have these intense difficulty spikes that any player's game is kind of, they can hit it or not, I think it's more interesting. It's a great showcase of different skill sets that players have and like what their strengths are, whether it's accuracy, which you have to throw in now as a skill set, versus like twisting, versus bracketing, versus running versus stamina. So many layers. Pattern manipulation, chart knowledge, gimmicks. We could go on and on. But for this chart, we're going to see if SD1212 can close out the set with a 2-0. But he has to beat this monumental score of a 972 on Telling Fortune Flower D23. His hope is that the first half goes very smoothly with a big chain of perfects.
Kind of see Adam, it looks like he's hitting everything with his toes. With something about his form that I mentioned before, but when it comes to foot speed, really interested to see how this comes into play. Actually opting to hit all of these jumps.
I think he's worried about just like if he's a little too lazy about it, it might just barely not connect.
Yeah. That's something I really like about Adam's form. It doesn't seem traditional in the space of pumped it up players trying to keep their feet as close to ground level as possible, skidding as much as they can to save energy. But Adam really full commit and getting all of these perfects in that stream. Only like one or two grades that entire run.
He's feeling good about this, but there's still many more runs to be had.
Don't count MUFASTA out though, because his run was also a little bit similar. Where the scores might differ is how Adam chooses to play this section. With the run coming here.
A single combo break, but very, very clean judgments on those very tricky.
Yeah, the nose came up too fast that you couldn't even see if it was a good or a miss or a bad.
Yeah.
Still a XXS coming in potential, or sorry, extreme game, or potentially superb.
Ah, there's the miss.
Well, there
but
it is.
It's a very crazy run. It's looking cleaner than MUFASTA's, but he wants to set down a monstrous score for himself
Here
as
we get
well.
a half run into a little bit of the outer arrows being in use.
Oh, he finds the majority of it. A little bit of a slip up on player 2 side after the crossbat, but
I still
should be
have
enough
to say
close
overall
out.
the accuracy
That
should be
looked
enough.
really
It looks like even a
solid.
double S potentially. There it
There
is.
it is. A 982 versus the 972.
The
And that is a
level
2-0.
of play in our current tournament is just too
Look
much.
at the sportsmanship in the player cam. That was an insane.
An S is not enough to be able to carry you out of pros for this one on a 23 no less.